Well, so distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you are welcome once again to Youth Concilium. And greetings from here to all of you. We believe that you are doing very well and observing the various protocols. So thank God we've just moved to the next chapter of the book of wisdom, Proverbs. And this time around, we're taking it from Proverbs chapter 5, verses 12, 13, and possibly 14. And this is what it's got to say. How I have hated instructions, and my heart despised reproof. Neither have I obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear to them that instructed me. I was well nigh in all evil in the midst of the assembly and congregation. Wow. Now, this is what happens to most of us in the youth bracket. Sometimes when we are given advice, instead of taking the advice, we end up doing contrary, and then we find ourselves in trouble. And then this is how we lament. Oh, I wish I had listened to my mother. Oh, I wish I had listened to my father. I wish I listened to my parents. I wish I listened to my auntie. I wish I listened to my teachers, all those who gave me advice when I was coming up, especially those of us who find ourselves in the school environment. Sometimes you are even tempted to believe that teachers hate you. Why? Because they try to correct you when you did wrong. But I believe from what we have read in Proverbs chapter 5, you realize that it is better to take advice now than to blame yourself somewhere in the future. If wisdom is speaking to you now, take advantage of the wisdom. Do not waste it and assume that tomorrow is for you. Tomorrow is a mystery on its own. This is the time you have to listen to the voice of wisdom. My dear student out there, yes, it is in your era now. It is kind of like we live in your world. But remember, we were positioned before you came in, and this Bible would forever remain the best-selling book the world over. Listen to advice. Do not wait for distraction to come, and then you start blaming people for what has happened to you. I believe you take the wisest of all decisions now, listen to advice, and walk therein, so your way will be prosperous. God bless you. Thank you for listening to us. And as it were, always share the video with your friends. Thank you for listening, and God bless.